Hi guys, so welcome to part 1 of Pokemon Colosseum walkthrough. Played this game 1,000,000 times, so this should be pretty fun. Wanted to do this for ages, just to break away from doing only Pokemon Blue. It felt kind of weird, always doing Pokemon Blue. All the other wards doing more than me. So let's get started. Epic. That'll have to do. I'll put an R. I'll do. This game is different to all the other Pokemon games except for obviously Pokemon Gale of Darkness XD, and that's probably just because that is a sequel to this. So it's got this little opening scene showing a background to the character, but none of this is really explained until much later in the game. But basically, this is headquarters of an evil team called Snagem, and we'll get into that later. These are the Snagem grunts walking about, and basically they're bad guys because you can steal Pokemon, and you can also steal Pokemon in this game, which is what makes it so different. Mainly, it's the first Pokemon game where you can ever steal Pokemon in any other Pokemon game, except for XD Gale of Darkness. It's just you can't do that. On this whole morality basis. But the moral in this game is that you're stealing it from bad people to make it good again. So that's why stealing is okay in this game and XD Gale of Darkness. And I haven't finished playing XD Gale of Darkness. I've got it on my GameCube, but I never really get around to keep playing it. I'm totally hooked myself in spirit. I'm busy making videos for you guys. Anyway, that is the machine that converts Pokeballs into the appropriate Pokeballs to therefore turn them into Pokemon stealing devices, or just balls that can steal Pokemon. Basically, before that, they're not actually any good at stealing Pokemon. And these are the two Pokemon you start off with. Well, there's only one of them, Umbreon, but you'll see Espeon over here, the Dark type and Psychic type evolutions of Eevee. And from what I remember, you don't get any other evolutions of Eevee, but in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, in the beginning, your character starts off with an Eevee, and yeah, you get to choose what you want to evolve into. Now, I know this seems slow, but don't worry, it picks up speed. I'm not entirely sure why it's being so slow. But it definitely picks up this Espeon. And, very pretty. It's actually weird because on my game, I don't know if it's the same for every game, but on my game, the Espeon was a boy, the Umbreon was a girl, and they look both very much the opposite. Anyway, so now you make your escape with the Snagem team's machine. So now you can steal Pokemon. I'm not entirely sure why yet. Don't worry, I know why. But I don't want to be like spoiler alert or anything. And now he's just kind of smiling. Press that little button. Dramatic pause. And then bang! Boom! Bang! Crash! All those dramatic noises. And then he speeds away. Basically running away from Team Snagem, being a former Team Snagem member himself. There will be more of all this will be explained in later videos that are to come. So there's the opening sequence. And also a change that I note is the main character, UR. He looks a lot different than the main characters in any of the DS games. Any of the 2D games, like he's saying he's got this bald hair, spiky hair, weird white stripe across his face. Next to Gale of Darkness, it's a lot more likely. This is very different to the Game Boy games and DS games, but next to Gale of Darkness, it's a lot more similar. We also you know, similar to this, because it needs to be, because it's a sequel. This is the first one. And this is where the speed picks up again now. I don't know why the opening sequence is so slow. Now, they have it back by win. These are two guys that we're not entirely sure the agenda of yet, but don't worry, we will. Now let's talk about how they brought down this place. Their catch is in that bag in there. We will be finding out what's in there, or who's in there. Spoiler alert. Anyway, check this place out and watch a news report. I think. Yeah, we do. I have the sound turned off, but that's basically what it sounds like. Dramatic music. Now, you don't actually have to do anything now, but you know, you can just explore. Basically, this guy's going to follow you out, and that's when you have your first battle, so you can see the battle layout and stuff. This guy's 2 zigzagoons, so, you know, we walk out and he follows us out saying, hey, I want to have a go. Hey, my name's Willy. Tee-hee. Willy. It's another name. Penis. So yeah, you battle this guy. You don't get a choice. Most of the yes or no questions in Pokemon. Any Pokemon game, most of the time you just have to answer yes. If you answer no, they just variate the question until you actually answer yes. Unless it's, you know, the bad guy saying, hey, you want to join us? You know, then you have to say no. If you say yes, they just do the same thing. Probably one of the most annoying features of Pokemon, but still. Love these games. This battle layout is just so cool. It's so much cool. This is the first time we introduced anything like this, I think. Yeah, the Pokemon Stadium games and stuff, but it was never really the same. Check this animation, this kind of swirl, and then bang! Short word here too. It's actually really useful. Like, Espion starts off knowing confusion, because it's a really useful move. Anyway, this is just to kind of acquaint you with the whole battle system. That's why this guy's just got 2 crappy zigzagoons. But one cool feature of this game is if you ever, you know, just want some sort of nostalgia attack or something, you can always come back to this area and this guy will always be there asking for a rematch. So you just quickly finish this off. And the whole ordeal of catching Pokemon in this game is weird too. Like, you know how I said before you could steal Pokemon? Well, I want to rephrase that now. In fact, you can only steal Pokemon. You can't catch them normally. There's no concept of wild Pokemon. That is in the sequel, XD Gale of Darkness, but not in this. Not in this game. All the Pokemon you catch are thefts. So, the actual Pokédex you can build up, you don't get a Pokédex in this game, you get a Pokemon list. And, you know, the amount of Pokemon you can actually get in this game is very limited. But it's still, this game is a lot more for the story and it's very good. Cheesh, wiped out. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I still need seasoning, but whatevs. Let's do this. But yeah, you're tough, real tough. You did real number on us. Hey, I know why I test your skills in Phoenix City. It's west of here. Anyway, this is also a cool thing too. The travel system. You get this pretty funky animation every time you go anywhere. Unlock new places on the map with Phoenix City. Whew. How cool is that? Hey, what are you doing? Get a grip, man. So now we find out what's in that bag. These are the same 2 guys we saw leaving the outskirts stand, which was that train, by the way. Now these guys, I think they're going to battle you. Either that or they just run away. Yeah, they battle you. They're easy to deal with, though. the people around at the Pokemon Company kind of gave you a bit of a head start with this game by just saving. Yeah, they gave you some pretty strong Pokemon to start out with, but training the Pokemon you catch after this is quite a challenge. I don't really want to go into it, but it's very strange. So yeah. Basically, you can't even... the Pokemon you steal, you can't even level them up to a point. You battle with them, but they don't get XP. They don't even have an XP bar, they have something completely different. It goes down instead of up, and it's just really weird. And then you have to go to this special shrine-like place. And then you can start leveling up as if it was a normal Pokemon. Yeah. And this is also weird because it means you can't evolve some Pokemon well after their date, but as soon as you go and do this, go to this special place and have it done, then it all evolves, everyone will evolve, but it's very weird, I told you, so we'll see that when it comes in time, and hopefully it will be better explained then. Basically that's just how you quickly deal with those two. That's how you do it. So I think we'll just rescue this girl from this bag and then we'll carry on. I think then we'll stop the video. I can end part 1. See, they're starting to recognise you as a Team Snag M. I told you before, he's a former Team Snag M member, but he found reason to blow up their headquarters and run away. That was the opening sequence. Oh, yuck. There's somebody in there. Disgusting. So now you come over, press A just to help him out. Such a tightly knotted. They kept that going there. Ooh, I'm saved. And I can't help but, you see, later in the game you kind of meet this old version of Ash. And yeah, I can't help but think it seems they're relating it to the real game. You know, they're not called Ash in this game, but it's obviously so. Yeah. What should we call her? Don't want to get too rude with the naming, too offensive. We'll just call her Kathy. Not entirely sure why. I'm retarded, I can't find the why. But I got it now. So basically, now we're going to get to another one of these yes or no questions for really only one answer. Peculiar Pokemon. I want you to look at what do you mean by peculiar Pokemon. This is what we're going into. These Pokemon that you can steal, like, you know, don't level up and all this weird stuff. You have to make them non-peculiar before you can level them up. But I don't want to give away too much because I've realised basically all of this video just talking about stuff that's going to happen in the future of this game. I don't want to be doing that. You see, she basically wants to follow you around, but if you go ahead and press no, she'll say, oh, but those men might come back. Please, can I get you to stick with me for just a while? Okay then. Thank you, EpicSquirrelz. Thought you might say that. She thought you might say yes, even though you didn't actually want to say yes. You know, that old chestnut. I say that a lot, I'm not entirely sure why, it doesn't make any sense. So I'll do part 1. Here we are in First City. They're not towns in this game, they're cities, they're separate entities. All of them are. So yeah, just go in here. Heal up. That's how I like to finish all my Pokemon videos. If you watch the Pokemon Blue, go to the Pokemon Center, hand it over to the Pokemon Center Bimbo. Thank you for waiting. You restored your Pokemon to full health. We hope to see you again. And bow. But she doesn't in this game, and that really annoys me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I suppose I'll see you guys next time.